Good morning, children. Myself Aparna Shrivastava. Today we are going to study English literature, lesson number 2, Snowflakes. Children, this poem was written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Let's start with the summary of this poem, children. In this poem, the poet Henry has written about the snow. He begins with the onset of snow, that how it comes down from the clouds of air and how it covers the whole woods, plants and trees. In the second stanza, Longfellow became a little philosophical. He has written about the expression of thought upon seeing the snow. The moon changes to a kind of sadness penetrating through a troubled heart. It seems like sky is expressing his grief. In the last stanza, Longfellow declares that he wrote it for the woods, the brown bare trees jostled with the gradual snowfall. A wonderful poem is thus summarized by the poet himself in the final stanza. Okay, here is your poem, children. First, I will read the poem for you and then I'll start explaining it. Out of the bosom of air, out of the cloud folds of her garments shaken, over the woodlands brown and bare, over the harvest field forsaken, silent and soft and slow, descends the snow. Even as our cloudy fancies take suddenly shape in some divine expression, even as the troubled heart doth make in the white continent's confession, the troubled sky revealed the grief it feels. This is the poem of air, slowly in silent syllables recorded. This is the secret of despair, long in its cloudy bosom hoarded, now whispered and revealed to woods and feet. Okay, children. Now I'll start explaining the poem. Okay, very first thing, children, that in this beginning line, opening line, the poet is making us to imagine air as a woman. Okay, out of the bosom of the air. Now, here poet is comparing the air with a woman. The poet is making us to imagine that air is a woman. He is saying that out of the chest of the air, out of the cloud folds of her garments shaken. Meaning that snow is coming from the chest of the air. Air here as a woman. And the snow is coming from the folds of air's garment, because air is comparing to a woman which is wearing the clothes of clouds, made up of clouds. So from the folds of his clothes, snow is coming down. So snow is coming down from the chest of air, from the folds of air's garment. Over the woodlands brown and bare, over the harvest field forsaken. Now, snow is coming down over the woodlands. Woodlands means forest, which are brown and bare. Bare means without any covering. Over the harvest field where the crops are grown, which was left alone. Harvest field forsaken means left alone. That means that the farmers are got the responsibility to take care of their fields, but then farmers have left their field alone. So the snow which is coming from the chest of air, which is coming from the folds of the air garments, now it is coming down to the brown and bare forest, to the harvest field which was left alone by the farmer. Silently and soft and slow descends the snow. So the snow is coming down very silently, very softly, slowly, and it's coming down to the earth. So in this first stanza, poet told us, he make us to imagine air as a woman, and he's telling us that snow is coming down from the chest of the air, from the garments of the air, and it is coming down and spreading all over the woodlands which are brown and bare, and it is spreading all over the harvest field which are forsaken, means which are left alone by the farmers, those who got the responsibility to take care of their fields, but they have left it alone. So those harvest fields are covered with the snow now, and snow is coming down very silently, softly, and slowly to the earth. Now moving to the second stanza, even as our cloudy fancies take suddenly shape in some divine expression. Now here he said, see, cloudy thinking means that thinking which is continuously changing. So in this second stanza, the poet thinking is change. In the first stanza, where he is describing that how beautifully the snow is coming down and it is covering all the forest and the woods and all, but in the second stanza, now his mood change, his thinking change, and he started thinking in another way, like maybe that is there is any sorts of sorrow here which sky wants to reveal with us, and so that his thought changed here, change in some divine expression. Divine means connected to God. So the mood of the poet completely changed, and now he is thinking in a sad way, and he's thinking that maybe the god somewhere not happy, maybe the sky is not happy, and that is why they are expressing, they are revealing their sorrow in the form of snow. That is why they have covered the whole earth with the snow. Even as a troubled heart doth make in the white continent's confession, the troubled sky reveals the grief it feels. See, meaning is that while looking to the snow everywhere, he feels very sad. It seems like a sad or troubled heart confessing means admitting something to the nature. Like if I have done anything wrong with anyone. Huh? So while looking to that kind of nature, he's saying that a troubled heart is confessing something to the nature, or if I'm having any other sorrow in my heart, so while looking to that white nature, I am also expressing my sorrow. It seems like sky also reveals means reveals or open or telling its grief. Grief means pain to the nature. Like he's saying in the second stanza, like while looking to that white nature all around. White nature means the full area which was covered with the snow, whether it's a wood, whether the trees are there, whether the harvest fields are there, everything was covered with the snow. So while looking to that white nature, the poet thought that might be the nature is also crying for the troubles of the human heart, or might be the sky is also revealing its own pain to the human. Now moving to the last stanza, in this poem of the air, slowly in silence label recorded. He said that he has written this poem of air slowly and silently while using many syllables. And syllables, you all know that, where we are using the vowels. Vowels sound with or without the surrounding consonant. Okay, such kind of pronunciation is known as a syllable. So he's saying that he has written this poem slowly and silently while using so many syllables. This is the secret of despairing, long in its cloudy bosom hoarded. So this poem is a secret of despairing. Despairing means being separate from someone or something. So this poem is a secret of despairing or separating of snow collected by the clouds. So now he's saying that okay, might be one more reason. It's not might be that the sky is crying, or it's not might be the human heart is filled with the grief. Maybe the snow itself expressing his pain, because now it is separated from the cloud. Cloud has collected all those snow, but now that snow is separated from the cloud and it's come down to the earth. Now whispered and revealed to wood and fields. And now that grief and pain of the sky, the pain of the sky, the pain of the snow, that it is separated from the clouds, come down or slowly speaking to, or you can say open to the woods, trees and fields. So that pain, the pain of the sky, now that pain is revealed to the woods, to the fields. Now sky told all his grief in the form of snow to the fields, to the woods. Okay children, so this is all about your poem, where the poet has described the onset of snow, that when how the snow started coming to the earth. It's the poet express the poet make us imagine the air as a woman in the poem, and then he's saying that the snow is coming down to the earth from the chest of the air, from the clothes of the air. It is coming down slowly and covering all the woods and the trees and the plants and the harvest field also, which was left alone by the farmers. And then in the second stanza, he expressed that while looking to this white nature, he is feeling very sad. It seems like that maybe the human beings are not happy because they are having a lot of grief, lot of pain in their hearts. Or he is saying maybe the sky itself not happy, and it is showing his pain while revealing this snow, while sending this snow to the earth. And in the last stanza, he has summarized what he has written in the above two stanzas, that he has summarized that now the pain of the sky is slowly whispered or revealed to the wood and fields in the form of snow. Now that snow reached slowly to the woods and the field, and this snow might be the pain of the sky. So this is all your poem children, and here I have shared the book exercises and the question answers with you all. So those who are not having the book, they can take the screen, pause this video and they can take the screenshot of it. Those who are having the book, for them there is no need, but those who are not having the book, they can see the question answers, think and answer from here. Now children, you know it very well that you are supposed to write question answers and think and answers in your classwork copies. You are not supposed to write the word meanings, you have to only learn the word meanings. Okay, that's all for today children. Have a good day all of you.